to me. Come on.
I got, who that is right there with the handcuffs?
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton with the handcuffs, and America will be great. But they changed fucking cabinet about 50 times.
Alex, here, come on out, talk to me, man. Come on. Come on, you seem like you got a lot to say. Come on. I need to learn. Come on, teach me something. Come on.
Huck Fillery. You get it? You get it? They were giving you.
They could try. Oh, you know, they can always try. So you're a sophomore and you're listening to InfoWars.
Yeah.
Are all your friends listening to InfoWars too?
A little bit.
Because, I mean, Chicago's pretty damn liberal, right?
Yeah, of course.
Especially, I guess, public school. You're going to public school?
Yeah, public school.
Yeah, so it'd be pretty...
It's not too bad in public school, but...
Yeah.
It could be worse.
Yeah, well, hang in there, brother. We're winning.
Yeah, they are. It's so nice.
And that's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, it's just I have the CNN app on my phone. The only reason is to see the little stuff they get pissed off about.
It's like watching Comedy Central.
It is, yeah.
I mean, it really.
Yeah.
It's like they ought to just put the logo, you know, SLN on your Saturday Night Live and just and because that's what. The guy came by earlier to a group of the New Jersey guys, liberals. Yeah, they're 17, they had 13 indictments yesterday to come out with Mueller, and I said, for what?
Yeah.
Blogging?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like, oh, that's it. This is the thing that gets them, but it's nothing. It's
hey, how you going?
Good.
Hey, is this guy's friend?
Yes.
Hey, good. You got a good friend.
Yes, I do.
Indeed. Are you also listening to InfoWars? Are you an InfoWars? Good. Good. Glad to see you guys your age, you know, waking up, getting involved.
Yes.
A lot of people get misconceptions about the kids today. They, you know how they poop. You know, they just start generalizing and all that crap.
Right.
Every day I'm walking into, you know, young guys out here know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Get the head screwed on right.
Exactly.
It's not like it's hidden. We all got an internet connection.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's feelings over facts. That's just what it is.
So, yes.
You're going to like this. Here, let me show you this. Oh, here it is, right there. They came up with this. This is a definition of a liberal, right? So if you can find a cloud in every silver lining, you may be a liberal. If you can gripe about getting money back from tax cuts, you may be a liberal. If you can complain about a rising economy, you may be a liberal. If you block roads and call it progress, you may be a liberal. If you think education and health are crime-free, you may be a liberal. If you think mankind has more effect on the climate than the sun, you're an idiot. And you may be a liberal. If you think the end justifies the means, you may be a liberal. If feelings matter more than facts,
there you go.
You may be. Yeah, right. And then last but not least, if it's cheering for Mueller, not knowing his history, you're a tool, and again, a liberal.
Oh, God, that's great.
Thank you. Yes, well, you know, I'm a genius. What can I say? I can help myself. I try. I can play the fool, but only when necessary.
Yeah.
Or at times when I don't know what I'm doing.
And
here's a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton for you guys.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's awesome.
You got my website on the back, YouTube channel.
I'm putting this in my
Thank you so
wallet.
much. So definitely check that out.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of guy, I got the Constitution in my backpack. I flip through and always looking at it.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. I want to be president one day.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I ran into some great people today. Came by, young couple. As they say young, they're in their 30s, but they look younger. And I asked what they did, and like, if you would just go by sight, you would just go liberal snowflakes. No, they were both involved in government, in local, you know, city government. They were both libertarians. They were InfoWar listeners. They knew about Agenda 21 and all these other things. Man, look at the whole crowd here. This is great. So the question of the day. Why is the media not talking about the FBI complicity in the school shootings?
Why aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, why are they now? You look at the news. It's about
the FBI's on their team.
Yeah.
They're all playing on the same team. They cover it up. No accountability.
Do you think we're going to see some accountability?
Do I think what?
Do you think we're going to see some accountability?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've got enough time where we will.
Yeah. Obviously, because he got in.
Exactly.
And him being brass enough to point things out that
we finally got a man in the office. It's not wishy-washy.
Thank you.
You know, we actually have a man.
The question that I'm looking at, struggling with, is how corrupt is the Department of Justice? Are the courts? How much will this be further? I mean, we've already got enough to indict
everybody.
Right.
Did you listen to Wayne LaPierre this morning?
No.
He talked at the Republican National Convention this morning.
Yes.
Amazing. He did it. I was amazed. I mean, I've heard that he's a good speaker, but when I heard him today and he got out there and he started naming names, he was naming George Soros, he was naming Obama as a socialist and their European socialist agenda, and I was like, wow, this guy's saying this on live TV?
Well, that's it. You can't hide him because a lot of things, because of the internet, are in the lexicon now. I mean, things like deep state, shadow government, they can't hide it anymore. That's why they've become clowns.
Yeah.
It's like listening to Comedy Central, listening to them now.
Right. I mean, any issue that actually means something, they just don't cover it.
Indeed.
They go to a train wreck in Arkansas instead of talking about something.
Where do you normally go to get your news and your information?
Well, I listen to Fox, but I find a lot of them are so wishy-washy.
Yes.
That, I go on to Breitbart online sometimes, and, you got to pick and choose.
Well, here's my idea, and this is my litmus test. If they're taking commercial money, because even Fox, half their advertisements are pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah.
So you're not going to hear them talk about the poison vaccines or GMO foods or anything.
Yeah.
So, or 9/11.
Yeah.
There's a line they will not cross. So my litmus test is go to people that are funding themselves,
right?
Selling their own products. Of course, the Drudge Report is the biggest out there, but InfoWars is one.
InfoWars, yep.
Yeah.
Is that Alex Jones?
Exactly.
Yep, I've heard of him. My sister sends me updates from the Drudge Report a lot. There's a lot of real good, solid guys out there.
WorldNet Daily, Gateway Pundit.
Hard to find.
Not really. Just once you bookmark them, you go
right,
to them.
I mean, we can find them.
Yes.
But, I mean, you don't see them out. It's hard to tell someone.
That's why it's our job
to
get that out there. That's why you ask people, where you get your news from.
Are you funded by anybody, or you're just doing
No, this is all me. This is just all me doing what I do. This is my artwork. I sell it online.
Mike's reading a book right now. What's the name of your...
It's a couple of them, but they're about the artificial intelligence and all that.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I had, the convention was in town here a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
AI scientist, Sophie, was at the convention center.
Oh.
I got to speak to about a half dozen scientists in AI. One of them worked for Google, kept me here for 2 hours. We were going back and forth. And it was all about artificial intelligence and robotics. How old are you?
13.
And you're this smart already?
I'm doing an essay for school, so.
Congratulations, sir. You're doing a fabulous job.
Well, we don't have TV in our house.
There again.
Mike he reads more books than I do. All of our kids do.
Well, it shows. You're way ahead of the game, young man. Way ahead of the game. Keep this up, without a doubt. That's terrific.
Keep this up someday. You could be dressed like this.
No. You'll be doing a lot better. Where do you get your information? You seem to be pretty aware of what's going on. I mean,
mostly Fox News. I do get some news from Breitbart. I try to basically make sure of their sources whenever I do look at Breitbart, but from my understanding, it's mostly accurate.
Oh, okay. I would always like to bend people, because the one thing about this is anytime they're taking advertising, outside advertising, you always have to be suspicious of what because you're never going to hear, let's say, even Fox talk about poison vaccines.
Right.
or talk about 9/11 or GMO foods. So there's a limit on what they're allowed to say. So you thank God for the internet now.
Right.
Because, anybody's a genius with a search engine. All you have to do is type in a phrase and then go to some sites that might be reporting on things like we just mentioned.
Right. As far as InfoWars is concerned, mostly, I watch some Paul Joseph Watson stuff.
Yes.
He's pretty great.
Yeah, he's a rock star.
Yeah.
I mean, he is. He's very cool. So yeah, these are the sites that I think, aware, smart, young guys like yourself, are going to, because everyone's got misconceptions about kids today that you'll get your head stuck in an iPhone, you don't know what you're talking about. Bull. You guys are living proof that everything's going to be cool. So what are you planning on studying? What are you?
Engineering, aerospace.
Oh, terrific. What a great, that's probably one of the things that's really going to explode in the future. So it's a smart thing to get into. They had an AI robotic technology convention here a couple of weeks ago. So I got to speak to maybe a half dozen scientists in the AI programming. And all that was real interesting. There, you guys go to my website. It's on the back of this get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton. And you'll be able to see that interview.
That's great.
And if you like what you see, subscribe.
Absolutely.
And you'll probably see yourselves on it.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you.